How's everybody doing today? Texas Bearded Vapor back here again. I'm going to be putting a build in the Fatality M25 today and giving a little review on it. A little nip of scotch there. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be doing the Fatality M25. It's a really nice little tank. I like it quite a bit. I've got a Gopher Vape drip tip on there just because I like our drip tips better. But this is the tank. Mine's number 171. I'll give y'all a better view of the actual tank itself and the box and everything in just a minute. And I'll be putting that on the Gopher Vape Mizzou. And what I'm vaping in the meantime is the Gopher Vape Monarch on the Squid Industries TAC 21. Great little flavor banger tank, beater of a mod. You know, this thing's pretty much bulletproof. It's tough. All right, so I'll also be using my Gopher Vape toolkit and our nice Gopher Vape build mat that you'll see in just a minute. We'll be using our Monster Wicks cotton just because it's the perfect size for the this RTA. Works really well, super easy. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's threads. It comes in these pieces like this with a little shoestring on the end. It makes things really easy to build. Alright, so let me show y'all what's in the box. Alright, so here it is. It's the Fatality M25 RTA by QP. It's the 25mm version. They also have a 28, but that was a limited run and kind of hard to get. There's that nice big vape mat I was telling y'all about. The mat, the tools, the cotton, and the coils I'll be using are all available on gophervapestore.com. I got my RTA directly from QP's website. I believe it was around $70 including shipping. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what's in the box. It's a real nice magnetic closure box. Got the QP design. I believe that's a sticker. Has the authentication card. Mine's number 171. Comes with this little silicone bung. This actually comes installed, but I already took it out. With the straight glass, it'll make it 2 milliliters, so it's TPD compliant. You have your accessory bag, which is a screwdriver, an Allen key, extra sets of O-rings, and extra screws. You do have your straight glass and then your RTA. I have replaced the drip tip on this with the Gopher Vape drip tip just because I like our drip tips better. It came with a clear one originally. But yeah, this is a real nice, as you can see here, it's got juice shut off for easy filling, so you don't have to mess with your airflow when you're filling it. It's got dual airflow. This one comes up right underneath the coils, and this is a center airflow that comes up through the honeycomb Ultima adapter. I'll go more into detail on that with y'all in just a minute. It's the Fatality M25, serial number 161. Really nice RTA. And then I'll be using our Monster Wicks cotton and the Gopher Vape toolkit. And once again, these mats, cotton, everything on gophervapestore.com. I got the Fatality directly off of QP's website. I found that that's the cheapest way to do it. Alright, let me turn this camera back around and I'll start building. Okay, here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get my atomizer stand. It's the Gopher Vape Monster build tool. It's got a coil trimming accessory here, and it's a 510 stand. And then we'll go ahead and take this apart. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Like I was telling you a while ago, the center airflow is right here, that little Ultim piece. See if I can get that to focus better. That's removable if you want to remove it, but I like leaving it in. It does give a little bit better flavor with it in. And then you've got airflow here and here as well, and that's what your top airflow is. So I like to run my top airflow about 60% open and my bottom airflow wide open. It's personal preference. You can do it however you like. There's no wrong or right way to that. That's, like I say, just all personal preference. So I'm going to go ahead and screw that on to my atomizer stand here, make building a little bit easier. And I'm going to go with our 4-core fused Claptons in it today. So I'm going to get my cutters out. Got my coils here. And what I like to do, just makes it a little bit easier to build, and I like to take my coiling rod. These are 3mm coils, so of course I'm going to put in the 3mm insert. I like to go bend it over to where the legs are 90 degrees from each other, and then just bend that leg down. This just lines your legs up, puts them in a straight line, makes it a little bit easier to build on. And I'll be using that for this side, which is going to set the coil a little bit farther in. Be using that on this side, it'll set the coil a little bit farther in, and then on the other side I'll be doing the same thing, so my coils will sit a little bit farther in, which is how I like them personally. Okay, so I've got one done. Here's my other coil. Let's see. I'll slip that on here, bend my leg over till they're 90 degrees, and just bend that down. Really easy. It just makes installation a little bit easier on me, which I'm a fan of course. Alright, and then what I'm going to do, I like my legs at 5.5mm on this deck. Again, you can get them a little bit closer down in there. I like mine a little bit higher up. That's all personal preference too. This is just the way I like it. And plus, I like them a little bit higher up because it keeps my coils off of that Ultima insert, because you can melt that. You get rid of that hat and see if that helps any. There we go. So I've slipped these into the 5.5mm slot on my monster build tool. Take my cutters, cut. Now my coil legs are even. This thing's really nice. Takes all the guesswork out of cutting your legs. 5.5. Cut. Okay, those are snipped now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my screwdriver out. Let me see. This is our screwdriver. It comes with 4 different screwdriver bits inside of it. Saves room, makes things a little bit easier. You've got your Phillips. You have your 1.3mm hex, your 1.5mm hex, and then of course your flathead, which is what I need today. You just unscrew this barrel a little bit, drop it in, and you'll feel it lock into place. Tighten that back down and you're ready to use it. So go ahead and open up all 4 of my screws. And I'll drop my coils in. I'll do them one at a time. You can drop them both in there if you want. It's just whatever you're more comfortable with. I just like doing them one at a time. And as you can see, it does sit a pretty good ways up off of there. That's how I like mine. You don't have to do it like me, but this is my preference. Tighten that down. Drop my other coil in. Tighten that one down. Go around and tighten them all. Make sure that all my legs are in all the way so it's sitting evenly. Okay. Take my coiling rod again, straighten these up, position them how I want them. Alright, and that right there is how I like mine to sit. Flush here, and they sit a little narrow there, but like I say, that's how I like them. If you don't like them like that, you can do it however you like. They're a little bit close to and together in the middle. Once again, that's my preference. Get out my ceramics. And remember, when you're pulsing out hot spots, if you're going to do it while firing, always make sure to use ceramic. Don't use metal. If you're going to use metal, then you need to wait until you release that button before you touch your coils. Okay. Okay. That is a little bit too low for this mod pre-firing, so let me throw it on the TAC 21. And the ohms will raise after firing, and I'll be able to put it back on the other. I did throw some big beefy coils in here, so the ohms are just a little bit low with fresh coils. Okay, looks like it's too low for this one too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one coil, and I'll put these in one at a time. And what that'll do is it'll raise my ohms up so my mod will fire. So now it's firing. Okay, I have that firing like I want it to. Drop my second coil in. Okay. That's firing two. Give it a little pinch. Strum. Alright, now I've got those firing like I like. Time to go ahead and wick her up. Okay, so I'm going to take my Monster Wicks cotton. And as you can see, these are pretty long. One strand is enough to do both coils. And all you do, you just take the shoelace in, run it on through, grab it, always hold the edge of the coil because it is a little bit firm. Pull. And you want your cotton just to come down just over that juice wicking port. Just like that. So I'll take my scissors, trim that up. Okay. And then that's what I've got left, which is plenty to do the other coil. Same thing again. Slip it through. Pull it on through. little bit farther. There we go. Trim this up evenly. Okay. And now I'm going to take my metal tweezers, because they're a little bit finer point, and I'm going to go ahead and brush out my cotton. This just lets your, it thins it out a little bit, makes it more even, gets any knots that might be in there out, lets your juice wick up better, faster. Okay, nice and fluffy. Take and I'm going to shove that down into my wicking ports. If you're brushed out well, you can go ahead and fill those ports. I know a lot of people, they don't cut it to where you can actually see it through your ports. I do, and it works fine as long as your cotton is brushed out well. And I DIY all my juice. My family's highly allergic to PG. It's normally not a danger, but in my case it is. So I don't use any PG at all, including flavorings, and it's like almost impossible to buy it that way. So I make all my own. This is going to be an ice Snapple. It is a menthol, strawberry, snake fruit that I make. Really, really like this recipe. Any of y'all are interested in anything I'm vaping, just hit me up. I'll gladly share my recipes. It's Go for Vape 21 Plus on Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and juice my cotton up. Take this off of here, throw it on a mod. Okay, give that a little burst, firing well. Give my cotton a little bit more juice. And I'm ohming out at 0.14 after firing. Screw this on, and like I said, this does have a juice regulation. When you turn it clockwise, it's going to shut off that juice flow to the coils. That way you can fill your tank without having to worry about closing your airflow without leakage. And then all you do is turn that counterclockwise and it opens right back up. You can continue turning counterclockwise and it'll close again. The cap on this one is clockwise to take off. Not traditional, but it still works. Nice big juicing holes. Juicer on up. Counterclockwise to close, counterclockwise to open my airflow, and as you can see, I have bubbles. So it is juicing, no leaking. So this is how I like mine set up, and I'm running that at 129 watts. I do vape high wattage, you don't have to, but I like big beefy coils and high wattage. Nice plumage. The flavor on this thing is just amazing. It is by far my favorite horizontal dual coil RTA. Wonderful, wonderful RTA. It is a little bit more on the high end side, but it is worth that price. Once again, this is by QP. It's the Fatality M25. I know y'all enjoy this. I do give this a high rating. I mean, you can just see it clouds for days, and the flavor on this thing is just so on point. Keep fighting for your rights, doing what you do, protect your rights to vape. Let them know you vape, you vote. You'll be out there doing your part, and you will not be re-electing officials that don't have your health at stake, that are putting blood money over your health. Well, cheers, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Keep it cloudy.